tackle climate change, we need to invest in innovative and bold solutions. Successful financial innovations help unlock climate finance, enable low-carbon growth, and foster resilient communities. The United Nations Global Climate Action Awards recognise climate finance projects that pave the way for a sustainable future. The Luxemburg Green Exchange is the world's leading platform for green, social and sustainable securities. Its overriding objective is to unlock sustainable capital and to help redirect capital flows towards sustainable investment projects.
At the time we created LGX, in the market, the question were raised, but at the end, what is green? How is it green? Is it green enough? And so through this platform, we wanted to bring clarity to the market. We wanted to cater market needs at the end. We decided to establish stringent criteria to be displayed on this platform to make sure that we ensure the integrity of the market and we give trust to investors that the securities that are displayed on this platform are indeed financing green, social or sustainable projects which at the end have the objective to reach the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm convinced personally that finance will be sustainable by default in the future, which means that finance needs to be transparent and finance needs to support the real economy, which will be sustainable, and what kind of impact they will contribute will be made transparent for investors.
Global Himalayan Expedition is one of the world's first organisations combining tourism and technology to bring solar energy to remote communities in the Hindu Kush region. It conducts expeditions to these villages and uses a portion of the fee to fund the cost of the hardware, transportation, installation and training of solar microgrids.
There are no roads to these areas. These are totally remote, totally off-grid. They're not even on Google Maps. A normal company cannot set up microgrids because there is no return of investment. This has to be community owned. Someone who would like to put it there, and that was Travelers. So Travelers actually finance these microgrids. Travelers actually light up these villages.
But what happens when the travelers go back? What happens to the solar grids? That is where the community champions come in, our local village level entrepreneurs who have been trained to maintain these solar grids, who are able to then scale up these solar grids by investing in the local community. And through the maintenance accounts that we set up with the villagers, they are able to ensure that there is zero downtime of these solar grids. It's not just about providing just a light bulb, but it is about how can that light bulb lead to the economic advancement of these communities. And what we have is a pilot that can be really scaled up. Tourism can be a great force for holistic development and contribute positively to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals in the remotest corners of the world by bringing the traveler community and the destinations together. That is truly the concept of impact expeditions.
Costa Rica's Payments for Environmental Services program is a financial mechanism that promotes forest ecosystem conservation and combats land degradation, the first program of its type in the country and the region.
El pago por servicio ambiental, el PSA, es algo también que rompió paradigmas, no solamente en el país, sino en el mundo, porque parte del principio de reconocerle a los dueños de bosques, a los que hacen reforestación o siembran árboles dentro de sus cultivos. En Costa Rica existen 24 territorios indígenas con una población de 105,000 personas y ellos han recibido cerca de 60 millones de dólares producto del pago por servicio ambiental.
Los ingresos por servicios de pagos, servicios ambientales llegan a las cuentas de la asociación, que su objetivo primordial es la protección del medio ambiente, pero también es utilizado en la parte social. Se han construido, por ejemplo, colegios, escuelas, EBAIS, puentes, acueductos, plazas.
En estos 6 gobiernos que hemos tenido posterior a la aprobación de la ley, en todos los planes de gobierno podemos encontrar la referencia a las bondades del programa de pago por servicios ambientales.
The C40 Cities Finance Facility supports cities in developing and emerging economies to develop finance-ready infrastructure projects. These projects help reduce emissions to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius and strengthen resilience against the impacts of a warming climate.
The Cities Finance Facility is a programme we run in partnership with GIZ. In our approach is that we very much start from the city perspective, from the plans that the cities have put in place, prepare those plans in a way that will attract external investment, but not starting from what the investor wants to invest in, but having faith, having confidence in what the city is prepared with C40 support to deliver against its climate objectives.
With regards to the river management project, it was never designed to be a climate change adaptation project. But when C40 saw it, then they saw all the elements and the potential for it to produce multiple benefits from the adaptation point of view.
The realization of framing, for example, cycling project in the context of climate change and actually cross-cut all the projects with all this like gender analysis, social analysis, environmental analysis that make a project comprehensive and attractive for finance. So it's not only closing a financial model, but taking into account all these other aspects that actually make a project a success.
Together, these solutions are making a real difference. They are unlocking new finance opportunities that promote resilient economic growth. The 2020 Financing for Climate-Friendly Investment winning activities, shining a light to show there's momentum for change for good.